All right, so we're going to animate the text just coming in. Like I said, this is really simple, but I think it'll get the point across. All right, so we have our timeline right here. And this is what you call scrubbing the timeline, when you take this and you just move it back and forth. All right. So what we're going to do first is animate the word texting coming in. So right now we have this, it's right here. I'm just going to do Alt G, and I'll just name this um, texting text, right? Just to keep it nice and organized. It is text, texting text, and then this right here, Alt G. All right, so we have all three of these things, right? So first one I want is the texting one. So I can take this, and what I'll do is I want it to come in, let's say on frame 10. So I'll click it and I'll go over here to, no, that's not it. It's down here, record active. It's a set keyframe. Sorry, this looks a little different from the other one. So I'm kind of trying to find it. There's a set key button, I believe. Actually, let me try this. So if I go to coordinates, I want it to come in at 10. And if I hit, okay, this is it right here, all right? So it's record active objects. So I have that, I click it, and then I go back to frame 0. And then I'll take this and I'll just move this back. And now I'll click it again, right? So this shows that this is at that point in time, and this is my destination. So this is where I was before, but I liked where it was, but I wanted to animate it coming in. So keyframe over here, keyframe over here. So if we get inside of our camera, let's look and see what this looks like. All right. Because remember, this was our destination. Then I moved it coming in. Now, also something to note, right now, here's my camera. I'm going to lock my camera just so I don't move it. So I'm just going to right click on it and give it a rigging tag and protection. And I'll get out of it. So now my camera can't not be disturbed. I can't accidentally move it. Because remember, when you're in it, you can accidentally move it. Sorry, so let's look at the texting, right? So we have these two keyframes. Now, one of the cool things about this program, I guess all the programs do it, but if I don't like the way it's coming in from the top, so let's look at it real quick. Let's say I want to see more of the letter instead of coming in from this area, I want to see it a little bit lower. Like I want to see more of the letter right here. So to do that, let me get out of my camera. I'll just go to the first keyframe and I'll move it down. And then I'll hit this again, which now adjusts it to the new position. So if I get back in my camera, because I moved it down, I'm getting a little bit more. But if I wanted to like be like in the camera, let's see what we can do about that. So I'll just go over here and I'll put it down some more. And then I'll click this. Again, it updates the new position. And now I'm having more of it there, and that's what I wanted. So we have our texting. And then let's put it on 20 because that's where we want our is to be. So I'll just click on the is or I can get out of it. My camera, it doesn't matter. But since that's where I want it to be, where I could even move it off just a little bit. Let's say that's where I want it to be. I can go ahead and click on this now. And so this is my destination. So I'll just go to frame 10 and I'll just move this over here. And I'll click on this so again. So now it's gonna come in. Let me look inside of my camera. Texting is cool. So it's looking pretty good. Now I want that bad to come in. And since we're doing everything by 10 frame increments, um, do the same thing with this bad. So I'll click on the bad text, remember, because we put it in our group for organization. And I'm gonna press this right now because that's where it's in. And how do I want this bad to show up? I want it to move and rotate in. All right. So I'll click on you've clicked on this for my keyframe already. And so I'll just have it come in from the bottom over here. Maybe I'll like rotate it. Ah, see, look, it's already on 30. So I meant to put that on 20 and do that. All right. So I'll go like this. I'll put it over here, put it over here, and then I'll rotate it. Down. So like this. Now click on this. So it's gonna kind of go in like that. So let's look what we have. If we play, cool. We got ourselves a nice little animation going. Since 30 is all we really need, let's end it off at like 32. And to change this, all we need to just do is go right here, type in 32. And now we just have 32 frames. Now 24 frames is a second, all right? So let me just change this back to 90 real quick. So 24 frames is a second. So it goes like this: 1 second, 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So 24, 24, 24. And so let's say if we wanted to play this for a whole 2 seconds, what we can do is we can select all of these pieces, which all have their own keyframes. And what we can do is hold down shift and left click. And so we can take all these keyframes right here, and then I can stretch this over here until 48. Now, when keyframes are farther apart, that means the animation is slower. So let's see what it looks like. It's a little bit slower. But then if we keep on stretching it, so now let's just go to 66. And we'll see. Slow down. And we see if it's at different parts in the animation where it is. Now, what this is right now, it's rendering a sequence. Well, it's not actually rendering it, it's just showing us the preview, but it's every one of these, as you can see, it's a different frame. So there's a way to write this out into a movie, but yeah, I'll go into this later. Yeah, this is how we would create text and animate it.